Right, the Witch, complete with hat. Now this is one I use a lot. I use it a lot in group, more so than solo, but I do use it solo quite a bit as well. Just pull out a bit. Right, before we get any sort of fights, let's go to the abilities. Right, that just transformed because obviously you've got two different stances on this one, so that'll transform your stance. This is when you run out of stamina or magicka or mana or whatever you want to call it. Click that, and as long as you don't move, it'll recharge it. As soon as you move, it'll stop wherever it's refilled to. This is Murder Crows. This is a big circle of crows that you put on an enemy. It'll damage all enemies around it as well. And if you right click on that, it'll push the crows further out and you'll hit further targets. That is Bewitch. Puts lots of lovely little hearts on your enemy and slows them down so that they don't attack you so quickly or do much harm. This one I barely ever use. It says aging slows movement speed and that, but I've never found it that useful. And Curse. Curse you put onto enemies usually in a group, because you'll need a paladin or a knight or a berserker to break it. If you don't break it, you're just making your life more difficult. You won't do much damage because you basically put a shield on it. Once you break that shield, you'll be able to do massive damage to your enemies, so you have to be set up really to use that. You shouldn't randomly throw that on things if you don't have serious damage hitting the target, like, or close in like a tank or a berserker is normally probably the best. And that's just a great big wall of crows, which is your special, and your execution turns them into frogs or toads. Your other stance, that's again to change. That is all Ring of Fire. Does what it says on the tin. That one, it kind of throws an explosive thing. Well, it seems like that. It just explodes and does damage. That's the same thing. That puts like a ring around the target, does quite a lot of damage. If you move too far away from the target or too quickly or dash, you'll break it. So either move slowly around the target or stay still when you use it. And that's that. So, go into game. And obviously we'll start with the basic attack as usual, which is... get up here. Basically just fires crows out like that. And that's the execution. Which turned it to like a froggy kind of thing. Or toady kind of thing. What do we want to try next? Okay, we'll pick the boss out. It's best to stick it on the boss this, which is that, because obviously if you kill your enemies too quick, they disappear, but they'll stay on for a while. If you want to click on it, you'll make it come further out, damage anything further out. But you see everyone's dead. Just kill this thing off. Right, we're going to have to find a key quickly to get through to the next bit, so I want to get to a couple of stronger enemies. As you can see, the dash in this is flying, and it's very, very useful. Now the thing with the witch is, up close she will take a lot of damage. This is why in solo when you're getting mobbed it's not always the best, simply because you'll take damage, but in groups, when you've got tanks and things, it's very effective. Okay, let's get rid of this, and not that one either. You'll notice that things die a few seconds after I leave them as well. That's because I've got a buff on at the moment that does damage 6 seconds afterwards, like electric shocks. So I can hit things and run away, and they will die normally. You see it there. There you go. And this is going to be a pain in the arse. Usually we find it by now, but of course when we're making this, it's going to draw it out. There we go, we've got it. Down here, open this. Now, the witch has one very cool talent, you might say. I'll just show you this. This is curse. You see, it does that. You can see it puts the shield on, but I can't do enough damage to break it. That's why you need a tank or a berserker or something like that breaks that curse. So it's not very useful solo, but very useful in multiplayer, in group. Okay, we're going to run down to this. Well, let's drag a few things in. Down to here, and we will wait, and we're going to take loads of damage. And watch as the health runs out. Just get out of that poison. Almost out now. There you go. The witch has a second life, basically, so when you die, to resurrect you, put your health straight back up. You'll have a bit of a shield for a minute or two to get out of trouble. Bear in mind though, this is only when you're playing like this. If you go into God mode, you won't have that second life. Let me just kill off these things. In fact, I'll just bang those. Right, I'll show you if we switch this thing. Just do that basically, it does lots of damage. Ring of Fire, that's that. A lot of damage things all around. And to get some mana back. So you just do that, don't move. As soon as you move, it's gone. Go back to that, and the 3 is that circle I was saying about. It puts, trouble is you take hits like that and you lose it. Let me just kill this. So I see cooldowns and everything. Right. Let's go and find another enemy. Just check my cooldowns. Let's do that. Right, I'll try 3 again. There it goes, you see there's a ring around the enemy, and it kills it. And the special, just grab some enemies. The special is a wall of crows. And you see it's quite effective on. Not strong enemies, but it's effective on small adds. Now I just want to get out of the way here. So that is the witch. I think that's all there is to it. Yep. Like I say, usually the witch is very useful when you use it, mostly in group. In fact, in the old version, if you went into a fight in a group, all you had to do was bang a curse on something and it would give you the highest damage basically for the round, and that's pretty much all you had to do. That's why the stats were a bit sort of, well, not very good. I mean, people always say, oh, they had the highest damage, but all you had to do, like say, was stick a curse on something and you got it. So there you go, the witch.